What's up YouTube, it's JackalGoldKick. Gonna be doing a video showing off my DVD collection. I already did a video a while ago showing off my Blu-ray collection. I'll link that in the description if you haven't seen that one. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through my DVD collection. A lot of these DVDs were accumulated and bought over the years. Some of them I got for free from some people, and then some of them I don't really know how I got them because a lot of these DVDs were gotten when I was younger and when I was a kid. So I don't have a lot of knowledge about some of them, but I do have knowledge about other ones. There were some DVDs I couldn't find in preparation for this video, so if I can remember to, I'll try to mention those ones after I go through this collection. I also don't have all my DVDs here. There's a lot of DVDs I have that are still at the trailer with my deadbeat dad. Haven't gotten them back. That's a place I used to live, but I talked about it in a video in 2018 when I announced when I announced my comeback to YouTube. I talked about leaving the trailer and moving to a new place, and that video from 2018. So I didn't get all my DVDs back, but I have some here. But yeah, I'm gonna go through my DVD collection and show you what I do have. I also have a Coke right here. Reviewed this before, classic soda, so I might drink this once in a while. It's already opened. Classic soda. Classic soda right there. So up first is Without a Paddle. Seen this in the past. I revisited it recently. Wasn't a fan of this. Thought it was pretty boring. Thought it was a lame comedy. It's a comedy film with Dax Shepard, Seth Green, and Matthew Lillard. But yeah, it's a burnt copy of Without a Paddle. Don't really like this one. Saw it recently. Thought it was pretty lame, pretty boring, lame comedy. But that's one right there. Without a Paddle. Up next is this set right here. This is kind of what I was talking about, including with the Without a Paddle disc, which I think did come from this, but this is what I was talking about some of the DVDs I have that I don't really know how I got them. So that's what I was meaning, and this is some of the stuff I was talking about when I said I don't know how I got some of them, because a lot of this was gotten when I was younger. So let me open this and let's go through them. Shit. Some of the DVDs fell out, but we'll just improvise. And yeah. So, up first is Children of the Corn. Seen this in the past. Thought it was a pretty good horror film. Horror film about killer kids, as Linda Hamilton in it from Terminator. Tried to revisit it and watch it recently on this copy, but it wasn't really working, so I couldn't revisit it. But yeah, a burnt copy of Children of the Corn. Pretty good horror film with Linda Hamilton. Remember liking this one when I seen it back in the day. Up next is Zachary 8605. Haven't seen this, so I don't know what to say about it, but yeah, burnt copy of whatever Zachary 8605 is. Haven't seen this, so don't have much to say about it. Up next is The Polar Express. Don't have much to say about this. I think it's like an animated film on a train in the winter, and there's like snow, and it's set at Christmas, I think. Seen some of this in the past, but never fully watched it. Probably don't have any interest in it, so I don't have much to say about it. But yeah, the Polar Express. That's another one. Don't have much to say about it, like I said, because I only seen some of it in the past and never watched it fully, and probably don't have any interest in it. Up next is Blade 1 and Blade 2, a DVD disc set with both of the films. This is one of those DVDs where it's like, I don't know what you would call them, dual layered or a dual disc DVD set. I don't know what the term is for them, but it was one of those DVD sets where they have one movie on top and one movie on the bottom. And how it would work is, for example, this is Blade 1 and Blade 2 on the same disc, DVD disc. You would put it in this way, facing upwards, this way to watch Blade 1, and if you wanted to watch Blade 2, you would turn it upside down and put it in this way, and that's how these worked. There was a lot of these back in the day, but yeah, widescreen version, Blade 1, Blade 2 DVD. Really like the Blade series, grew up on it. Good comic book series, good movie series of Wesley Snipes. He was great as Blade. Just a great comic book series, great horror films, great vampire movies. Badass Wesley Snipes playing the Blade character, kicking vampire ass. A great series, classic franchise, really good. Grew up on it, had a lot of childhood nostalgia for it. Great films. I like Blade 1 and 2 the most. Blade Trinity is probably easily the weakest one. That one was pretty but I do like Blade 1 and 2. First one, I don't know which one would be my favorite. Maybe the first one, I don't know. Stephen Dorff was good in the first one as Deacon Frost. You had good actors in Blade 2 like Ron Perlman and Norman Reedus. But yeah, Blade 1 and 2, DVD disc right here. Really good movies, solid films. Like it a lot. Wesley Snipes did a great job with these movies. I haven't, not haven't, but I don't think this copy works anymore. I tried watching this. The first movie doesn't work, and then the second film kind of works, but then it skips a bunch of scenes. So gonna have to upgrade this to Blu-ray, or if there's a 4K version eventually, I'm gonna have to upgrade a lot of these DVDs I have to Blu-ray or 4K for sure, because I want to collect more movies because I am a fan of movies. But yeah, Blade 1 and 2, that's another one DVD disc. Um, Up next is a burnt copy of Little Man. Don't have much to say about it. Seen some of this in the past, but never fully watched it. It's like some comedy film with the Wayans brothers. But yeah, a burnt copy of Little Man. And just in case, for those that don't know, when I keep saying burnt copy, there was these kinds of CDs right here where you could take these blank CDs that look like this, you could put them in a computer, and you could either burn like music on them or movies on them. So that's what I mean when I say burnt copy, just to clarify for those that don't know. But yeah, burnt copy of Little Man. It's like a comedy film with the Wayans brothers. Don't have much to say about it. Haven't seen it, only bits and pieces. So yeah, that's another one. Up next is White Fang the Hunter, Mooch Goes to Hollywood Standard Treasure Box Collection. Don't really know what this is. Haven't seen it, so I don't have much to say about it. But yeah, that's another one. If I had to imagine, it's like a collection of films or two movies. But yeah, I have no idea what this is. Haven't seen it. Some of these here I haven't even watched. But yeah, I don't know what this is. Um, Up next is a movie called Joshua, a burnt copy of the movie Joshua. Haven't seen this, so I don't have much to say about it, but yeah, that's another one. Um, Up next is a burnt copy of The Departed. I heard good things about this film, but I haven't seen it myself, only bits and pieces. It has a pretty good cast from what I saw. So I haven't seen this movie. I need to see it myself, but yeah, burnt copy of the Departed. That's another one. Haven't seen it, but I've heard good things about it. I should check it out one day. I do like the cast they have in it. Another copy of Without a Paddle. Don't care for this film. Like I said earlier, this is like another burnt copy of Without a Paddle. Like I said, boring film, lame comedy. Don't really care for it. Remember not minding it back in the day, but when I did revisit it, it was pretty lame. So yeah, Without a Paddle, shit movie, shit comedy, boring. Don't really care for it that much, even though it does have a pretty good cast, I guess. Um, Up next is a burnt copy of a movie called Stealth. I tried to watch this film, but the quality was really bad, so I couldn't. But I think this is like a film with Jamie Foxx and a bunch of people. So yeah, I never seen this one, but yeah, a burnt copy of the movie Stealth. Don't have much to say about it because I couldn't watch it because the quality was really bad. So I don't have much to say about it. Up next is a burnt copy of Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I have no idea what this is. I've never seen it, so I don't have much to say about it. But yeah. So I think that's it for this little set right here. I'm just trying to make sure I showed everything because some of the discs were kind of falling out and dropping out of. Oh yeah, there was another one that fell out from the back that I need to show. So let me put it back in place before I do that. Let me show it. So this is one I didn't show that kind of fell out or got moved around. A burnt copy of something called Zachary 8605. I don't know what this is, but he has like a burnt copy of a movie called Zachary 8605. This could not be a movie. It could be like a recording or something. It could be some kind of recording of somebody. It could not be a movie because it has like a date right there. I don't know, but if I had to guess, a burnt copy of a movie called Zachary 8605. Don't have much to say about it. Haven't seen it, but yeah, that's another one. So we're done with this little box set right here of DVD disc. I don't know if I said this in the video, but yeah, I think this was also a part of that set, but it was just out of the box set. Up next is a packet. I have a few packets of DVD discs. There's two in here. So let's take them out. Up first, we have Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, Get Rich or Die Tryin'. Classic movie right here. Love this film. It's a good hip hop movie, a good hood movie. It's basically the backstory and, the coming up of age, life story, and backstory of the rapper 50 Cent. Great movie right here. It's got a good cast. 50 Cent does a pretty good job in here playing himself. You have I don't know what his name is, but the kid who plays 50 Cent as a kid, who was also in the movie Notorious, the Biggie movie. He's in this too. You also have Terrence Howard, who's good in this. Then you have, I don't think it says it on here, but you have the other actor, Tori. I don't know if it's Tori or Tony Kittles. It's one of those two. The guy that shoots 50 Cent in the movie. He's pretty good as well. I've seen him in some other films. Glad he's starting to get some more work because he's a pretty good actor. But yeah, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, classic movie right here. Good movie about the life story and backstory of 50 Cent. Good movie. And it had a good soundtrack to go along with it too that 50 Cent made. Some dope music was made for this film. And it's just a dope film. It's a good hood movie, good hip hop movie, good biography, very entertaining, good cast, solid film. Grew up on it. It's a great movie, really good. I put it up there with like 8 Mile and the NWA movie and the Notorious movie. I actually haven't seen the Tupac movie, All Eyes on Me, but I've heard bad things, which is a shame because Tupac deserves better. It's a shame that I haven't seen it myself, but I heard the Tupac movie was pretty bad, which is a shame. Um, because they got 50 Cent right, they got Biggie right, they got Eminem right, but then they fucked up Tupac's movie from what I heard. So that's a damn shame. Then the other movie in that packet was Happy Gilmore, which is a comedy film with Adam Sandler. Remember seeing this in the past and liking it. I did try to revisit it. It wasn't really working because this copy is screwed up. But from the little bits I did try watching of revisiting it, definitely don't like this. Not a fan of this. Just wasn't really feeling it. Doesn't hold up. The comedy wasn't really working for me. I didn't really find it funny, but yeah, that's another one. Um, Up next is Envy with Ben Stiller and Jack Black. So this is a comedy film with Ben Stiller and Jack Black. This is a pretty good movie. I like this film. It's like a comedy film with Ben Stiller, Jack Black, where uh, Jack Black comes up with this invention of like a spray can that sprays on basically dog poop and animal shit, and it makes it disappear in the air. And then Ben Stiller becomes jealous of him and grows this envy and all that stuff. You got good actors in here. You have Ben Stiller, Jack Black, you got Christopher Walken. So yeah, I grew up on this film. Like this film a lot. Envy, really good comedy, really good film with Ben Stiller and Jack Black. Really like this one. Pretty good. And I think it's underrated too. Doesn't really get talked about a lot. But yeah, really like Envy with Jack Black and Ben Stiller. Pretty good film, pretty good comedy. Really good film. Have a lot of nostalgia for it. Pretty entertaining. Really good movie. Up next is Men in Black with Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. Um, I don't know how to feel about this movie because with Men in Black, I've seen this movie in the past, and I liked it in the past. I didn't care much for the second one. I didn't care much for the third one. I tried rewatching this movie, but I didn't really know if I was liking it or disliking it. I'd have to revisit this one. But from what I remember liking. I'm gonna wait on what I really think before I can. I'm gonna maybe revisit this and the other ones down the line if I can get them on Blu-ray or something. I don't know, but from what I remember of the first Men in Black, I remember this being a pretty good movie. It was like a buddy cop film, but not a buddy cop film. It was like more sci-fi, like Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones are in it. They're pretty good in this movie. A good comedy film, good sci-fi action film. They play like these two agents. They go after aliens. And they're this was a unique and original film for its time. You had like from the guns, the looks of the characters with like the suits and the glasses. They had this little device where they could shine it in front of people's eyes and make them forget what they saw. Um, because they basically had to handle the aliens and the aliens' life that would walk among the humans in the Earth, but they would have to make sure that the humans didn't like see or know about the alien stuff, and if they did, they'd have to wipe their memory with like the little silver thing that's shown on the back of here. But yeah, Men in Black One. Remember liking this film. Remember it being pretty good. Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones really good in it. I didn't care much for the second one. I remember liking the third one. I know they did a new one with like the guy who played Thor and Tessa Thompson. Have no interest in it. That looks like shit. You're gonna do a Men in Black film without Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones? Get the fuck out of here. Not interested in that bullshit. But yeah, Men in Black. Remember liking this film. It was pretty original for its time, especially with the guns and gadgets and alien designs and all that shit. Up next is Batman Under the Red Hood, which is a DC animated film. How I actually got this was I used to have a friend. I don't really hang out with him anymore. Kind of had a falling out with him, but I used to have a friend back in the day. And one time he came over and he brought this movie to watch, but he forgot about this film. He brought it over, but he forgot to take it back, and it just happened to be in my collection, and he forgot about it. So this is pretty much a movie he brought over one time in the past to check. We checked it out, but I guess he forgot to take it back and forgot all about it, and I kind of forgot about it. So now I have it, so that's how I got it. But yeah, Batman Under the Red Hood. I remember this being a pretty good animated. I remember this being a pretty good, decent animated DC film. Batman on the Red Hood. I remember this being good. Got a good voice for Joker. Joker's in here. I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember liking it and thinking it was just decent. I think the plot is like you have this. I think it's like Robin gets beat up, and then he goes under a new identity of a guy named Red Hood and becomes a vigilante, and Batman's got to stop him. And it's kind of it's interesting film because near the end there's like this conversation between Batman and Red Hood, where Red Hood's on the side of vigilantism and Batman's on the side of bringing justice to criminals, but doing it in a different way. And his philosophy feels like if I kill someone, I cross that line. And then Red Hood. So it's kind of an interesting film because it's like different opposing views with Batman and Red Hood. But yeah, remember this being a pretty decent movie. Remember it being a pretty decent animated DC superhero movie, good animation and stuff. A lot of times these animated ones are better than the live action ones, honestly. So yeah, they should do a live action version of this, definitely. Up next is Hustle and Flow with Terrence Howard. Great movie right here. This is like a good hip hop hood movie. It's like a it's like a rapper trying to make it's like a guy who it's a hood movie, hip hop movie where it's a guy trying to become a rapper and make it. You have Terrence Howard in here. You have Anthony Anderson, DJ Qualls, Ludacris is in here as Skinny Black, who shows up later on in the film. Great film. Grew up on this one. Still love this film. This is a great movie right here. It's a classic. It's definitely made me a fan of Terrence Howard. He did a great job in this movie playing a pimp. He did a good job with rapping too. Like he has a few songs in here that they were written and produced by 3 6 Mafia, obviously, but the songs in this movie were pretty damn good. Terrence Howard should have did more rap songs because he's pretty good. But yeah, Hustle and Flow, pretty good movie for sure. Like this one a lot. Um, I also ripped these little things off, by the way. I don't know if you knew this, but a lot of DVDs had these little snaps. I always thought those were stupid. I always thought they were dumb as hell, so I rip them off. But yeah, Hustle and Flow, a great hip hop movie, great hood movie. Terrence Howard did a great job. Classic film right here. Love this one. It's got a good soundtrack. Terrence Howard was a pretty good rapper. I think he should have did more rap songs. You got good scenes in here. Some funny stuff like when Terrence Howard and Anthony Anderson are rapping in the kitchen, playing with the keyboard. That's a pretty funny scene. Just a great film and a great finale where Terrence Howard beats up Ludacris because he, put his tape in the toilet with the pee. But yeah, Hustle and Flow. Great film right here. I'm also going to show the inside of it too, because I feel like I need to show everything in the collection. So yeah, there's the inside of it. There's a disc. So yeah, classic film. Hustle and Flow, love it. I'm going to do that with these other ones real quick that I didn't do it with, just because I feel like with my other collection videos, I didn't show the front and back. I only showed the front, but I didn't show the back or the inside, and I feel like I should have did that. So there's the inside of Batman Under the Red Hood. And then there's 2 discs in here. So here's the inside of Men in Black. Looks like there's another disc too. So I'll try to show that as well. So yeah, there's the inside of Men in Black. Not sure what the difference is between these discs, but yeah, there's the inside of Men in Black and the front and back, and I'll even show the spine. There's a spine. Just want to make sure I show all of it, so let me do this real quick. And then there's the spine of the film. And the inside of the Envy. And I wanted to show the spine real quick of Hustle and Flow and Batman on the Red Hood because I didn't do that. So apologies for kind of going off tangent a bit, but I just want to do this real quick. So there's a spine of Hustle and Flow. And then here's the spine of Batman Under the Red Hood. All right, back to the DVD collection. So up next is Garfield as himself. This is like a a box set of Garfield episodes, a Garfield cartoon. There's like 3 episodes. I was a big fan of Garfield as a kid. Not really into it anymore because there's certain things you're into as a kid, but not anymore. So I actually did revisit this Garfield as himself, this like set of Garfield episodes, like a cartoon. I liked this back in the day, but this doesn't hold up anymore. Didn't really care for it. Just doesn't appeal to me anymore. It was something that was more appealing as a kid, but as an adult, it doesn't appeal to me. But yeah, that's another one. Garfield as himself, Garfield cartoon, Garfield episodes. So yeah, this is something I got as a kid. There's a disc. So yeah, this is something I got as a kid, but liked it back then. But man, I don't like it as an adult. But yeah, that's another one. Garfield as himself. I also had another animated Garfield movie, but that's still the trailer. Um, Up next is Wild Wild West with Will Smith and Kevin Kline. I liked this film a lot back in the day, but I did revisit it and I thought it was pretty lame. It definitely deserves the hate it gets. I mean, I liked this back in the day, but revisiting it, I didn't really like Wild Wild West. This movie doesn't hold up. It just was pretty crappy, to be honest. Pretty crappy comedy, pretty lame film, even though I do like Will Smith and Kevin Kline. And you also have Salma Hayek, Kenneth Branagh, who played like the guy that controlled the spider, as you can see right there. So you had a good cast. You had, I think Ted Levine was his name, but yeah, Wild Wild West. This movie I liked back in the day, but doesn't really hold up these days. Didn't really care for it. But yeah, Wild Wild West. Here's the inside. But yeah, I'm trying to show all the stuff in the collection because I feel like in my other video game collections, I didn't show the back or the inside of those cases. So I'm kind of trying to improve on that. Up next is Trigun, the $60 Million Man. This is like some anime thing. Um, I actually haven't seen this, so I don't have much to say about it. I don't know. I haven't seen this, so I don't have much to say about it. But I heard good things about it. I think this is like a few episodes or something. This is like an anime. I've heard good things about it though, but I haven't seen it myself. So don't have much to say about it. But yeah, there's the inside. So yeah, maybe I'll check this out one day. But yeah, I haven't seen Trigun, but I've heard good things about it. Up next is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I haven't seen the Harry Potter series in a while, but from what I remember, I liked the Harry Potter franchise. I never saw the final one, but this is the Harry Potter. This is technically Harry Potter 3. This is my favorite one. This was always my favorite Harry Potter in the series because it just had a gritty, it just had like a gritty, serious feel to it that I really appreciated and I really liked. You know, see, I really liked Harry Potter 3. The only thing that sucks is I lost the first disc. I only have the second disc, unfortunately. But yeah, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I need to revisit the series, but I remember liking this back in the day. But from what I remember, this was my favorite one in the series because it just felt very serious and had like a gritty tone to it. Gary Oldman was in it. It was a dope movie. Definitely my favorite one in the series right here. Up next is Made with Vince Vaughn and John Favreau. I think that's how you say his name. Yeah, the movie Made with Vince Vaughn and John Favreau. Pretty good comedy film right here. Like this one a lot with Vince Vaughn and John Favreau. Good movie. Really enjoy this one. It's a solid film. Got a good cast. You got the guy from Friday. You got Puffy's in here, and you got Vince Vaughn. You got John Favreau, and you even have Famke Janssen, however you say her name. She's in so many movies. She was in the first Taken. But yeah, Made. Good movie. So yeah, good film. Good comedy film with these two. Good movie. Yeah. Up next is Martin Lawrence, Black Knight. I grew up on this movie, had a lot of nostalgia for it, loved it back in the day, but after revisiting this movie recently, this one just doesn't hold up for me. Don't really like Black Knight anymore. It's a cool idea, to have someone travel back in time in the medieval times, but I don't know. I don't really care for this one anymore. Just not really a fan of it anymore. It just does not hold up. But yeah, that's another one. Up next, I haven't seen these. The Best of Raw WWE, The Best of Raw 15th Anniversary 3-disc set, 1993 to 2008. Don't have much to say about these. I liked wrestling as a kid. I haven't kept up with it in ages, so I don't know if I like it anymore. But I remember liking wrestling as a kid. It was definitely really good back in the day. There's like a set here I'm going to pull out. Remember liking it back in the day, but I heard it got really bad over the years, so I haven't kept up with it in ages. But looks like we have the Best of Raw's War 50th Anniversary Disc 1, 1993, 1997. So I haven't seen any of these. I think my brother got these or something, or maybe one of my parents did. But yeah, these were interesting DVD cases because they were so skinny. But yeah, looks like you have some cover right there. So yeah, started to run out of time, so I'll try to get through these quickly. So yeah, I haven't seen these, so I don't have much to say about them. But yeah, this was Raw Disc 2, 1998 to 2002. So yeah, Raw 15th Anniversary Disc 2, 1998 to 2002. Don't have much to say about it. I haven't seen these. The Best of Raw 50th Anniversary Disc 3, 2003 to 2008. So yeah. So yeah, there's another one. Like I said, I liked wrestling back in the day, but I haven't kept up with it in ages. The last time I watched wrestling was probably the 2000s, the mid late 2000s, but I haven't kept up with it since. I heard it got pretty fucking terrible though. But yeah, there's one right there. Next up is Hide and Seek with Robert De Niro, Dakota Fanning. Remember liking this back in the day, but I revisited it and didn't really care for it. Thought it was pretty lame, even though it had a pretty good twist. But yeah, that's another one. Good old Blockbuster before they went out of business. But yeah, that's another one. Just doesn't hold up anymore. Up next is DreamWorks Over the Hedge. Liked this as a kid. Haven't revisited it, but it probably wouldn't hold up because, I don't know. This is more for like kids, not really adults. So I liked it as a kid, but it probably wouldn't hold up as an adult. So yeah, that's another one. Over the Hedge. Up next is Stephen King's Thinner. Really like this film. I think this is a pretty good film. I don't mind this one. It's where he gets like cursed by a gypsy and he keeps losing weight. I like this film. I don't mind Thinner. I think it's a pretty good Stephen King film. I love, I don't know his name, Joe Menetinaga, who helps him out later on. This guy, he's the best part of the film. Love him in this film. He's a lot of fun when he shoots up the gypsy's place and says acid bitch when he fucks with the gypsy woman. So yeah, Thinner. Remember, I like this film. It's a pretty good movie. Pretty good Stephen King film. There's the inside. So yeah, that's another good one. Try to hurry up because I'm running out of time. Up next is Shallow Hal with Gwyneth Paltrow and Jack Black. I haven't seen this. I've only seen bits and pieces, so I haven't seen this film. So I don't have much to say about it. But yeah, I don't have the disc for it. Just the case. The American History X was actually in here. But yeah, I don't have this anymore. Probably got lost in the trailer. But yeah, Shallow Hal, that's another one. Don't have much to say about it. Haven't seen it, just bits and pieces. Next up is Apocalypse of the Dead. This is something my brother bought. I actually seen this a while ago on YouTube. It's also called Zone of the Dead, but I revisited it because I was wanting to see Remember After Life's review on it. This movie's a piece of shit. This movie fucking sucks. I hate this movie. It's a piece of shit, low budget, garbage, fucking terrible, trash ass zombie movie that sucks fucking ass. The only good thing going for it is it has Ken Foray in it from the original Dawn of the Dead. He's a great actor. He's the only good thing about this film. But yeah, Apocalypse of the Dead. Fuck this movie. It's a piece of shit zombie movie. It's fucking terrible. I hate zombie films like this because it gives zombies a bad rep. I like zombies. We need better zombie movies. There's too many garbage zombie movies like this. We need more good zombie movies. Apocalypse of the Dead or Zone of the Dead, piece of shit. This guy's not even the main character, so this is like misleading. But yeah, fuck this movie, Apocalypse of the Dead or Zone of the Dead, whichever title. It's a piece of shit zombie film. It fucking sucks. Got to try to hurry through these because I'm running out of time. So up next is American History X with Edward Norton. Tried watching this film. Wasn't really my cup of tea. Couldn't really get into it. It's not my style. I got bored with it, so couldn't really get into this one. Up next, we have something called what's this? Catch That Kid. Don't know what this is. Never seen it, so don't have much to say about it. Up next, we have Journey to the End of the Night. Haven't seen this, so don't have much to say about it. But yeah, it's another one. Trying to rush through these because I'm running out of time. Up next is Slither, which is like a horror film with Michael Rooker. I remember liking this in the past, but I did revisit this, I think, and I didn't really care for it. But yeah, it's another one, Slither. I could show the back of those discs, but there's not really any, it's not like cases, so I don't know what I'm saying. But up next is Walt Disney Tuck Everlasting. I haven't seen this, don't really have any interest in it, but I don't have much to say about it. So yeah, I don't really know what to say about this one. But yeah, this is another one. Don't know what the hell it is. Don't really have any interest in it. Haven't seen it, but yeah. Up next, we have two here. Miami Vice with Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell. Fuck this movie. This movie's a piece of fucking shit. I actually tried watching this movie. This movie fucking sucks. It's terrible. This is a terrible fucking film with Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell. What a waste of two decent actors. Miami Vice, this was a piece of shit. It was just boring. The story was all over the place. It made no sense. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Fuck this movie. I didn't even finish it. This movie's a piece of shit. Fuck Miami Vice. This is a piece of crap film right here. Fucking sucks. And I actually heard bad things about that film before I seen it, and it definitely deserved its bad reception. Another one is a burnt copy of Land of the Dead. I never seen this, but I always been interested in it. Couldn't really watch it because this copy just didn't work. It kept skipping a bunch of scenes, but one day I hope I can see it because I am a fan of zombie movies, and George Romero is a legend. Rest in peace to George Romero. He does not get enough credit for inventing zombies. Up next is I Spy. It's like a comedy film with Owen Wilson and Eddie Murphy. I seen this movie. I didn't really like it. Didn't really finish it. Thought it was boring. Just bland, not really that good of a comedy. I thought Owen Wilson and Eddie Murphy just had awful chemistry. Didn't really care for this movie, I Spy. Thought it was pretty lame. Couldn't really finish it. Up next is a messed up disc of The Hangover Part 2. I remember liking the Hangover films, but I don't remember all of them. But I think I remember liking this one. But yeah, The Hangover Part 2, comedy film. I remember liking this one, I guess. I might have to do a jump cut because I am really running out of time, so I might have to jump cut soon. But up next is Halloween, the first Halloween. I remember liking this in the past, but I revisited it recently, and oh shit, the disc fell out. That's not good. Damn. Shit. Let's try that again. So yeah, Halloween. So yeah, I watched this recently, and I don't know. Wait, is there something on the packet? Yeah, there's like a packet in here. It looks kind of like a book or some kind of booklet. So let me go through it. You have this, like a bunch of pages. Looks like stuff like that. So yeah, probably didn't show the other books I shown. I got to do a jump cut. I'm running out of time, so I'll be right back, people. God damn it, I'll be right back. All right, people, I'm back. I had to do a jump cut because I was running out of time. Even when I was rushing, I was running out of time, so I had to do a jump cut. These collection videos take up a lot of time to do, so yeah, jump cut. I'm back. But as I was saying, let's try that again. The first Halloween. I liked this in the past, but when I revisited this film, I didn't really care for it. I didn't really care for this film when I revisited it. I just thought it was boring, and I didn't really care for it. I mean, I get the style of it. It's like a slow burn, creepy film. It's not really a body count slasher, but I don't know. I didn't really like Halloween, to be honest. It didn't really hold up for me, the original. I just thought it was boring, and I didn't really care for it. I mean, I respect it for, being original and influencing a lot of stuff, but I didn't really care for Halloween when I revisited it. But yeah, here's the book. I'm going to try to show this in a proper pace instead of when I had to rush it before. So yeah, this is like a booklet, like pictures and shit. So yeah. And then there's another page. Yeah, there's a few more pages here, actually. So yeah, just figured I'd show this. Um, um, yeah. So yeah, as I was saying, this film I liked it, and I liked it back in the day from I remember Halloween 1970 whenever it came out. But when I revisited this film, it just really didn't hold up. I just didn't care for it. I thought it was boring, just way too slow paced. I didn't care for the actors. Donald Pleasance was good, but I don't know. This film just didn't really hold up for me. I thought it was boring, too slow paced, not much going on, just not my kind of movie. It's the same issue I had with the original Alien. I actually tried to watch the original Alien too. That one, I just couldn't get into that one. I get the kind of movies they are, but they just don't work for me. So, yeah, this is another one. Up next is John Travolta, Nick Cage, Face Off. I love this film. This is a great movie right here. Childhood favorite. Grew up on this. Great film. I actually reviewed this on my channel a while ago. This is a good movie. Nicolas Cage and John Travolta do a great job in this movie. I love Face Off. Such a cool concept where the good guy has to become the bad guy to find something out, but then the bad guy becomes the good guy, so the roles get reversed. It's really cool. Nicolas Cage is fun in here with his over the topness. John Travolta is fun in here with his over the topness when they swap around later on in the film. It's just a great movie. Love this film. It's a solid movie. Face Off, really good film right here. This one also has a booklet. You have this, then you have the back. So yeah, Face Off, great film. Great film right here. Next up is Hugh Jackman, Kate Beckinsale, Van Helsing, the full screen version. I tried to revisit this movie, but this copy wasn't really working. This is a movie I have to upgrade for sure, but I love this movie. Van Helsing's a great film. This is one of those movies that gets a lot of hate that I don't agree with. I like Van Helsing. I think this is a great movie with Hugh Jackman. I grew up on this film. I have a lot of nostalgia for it. I really love Van Helsing. I think it's a really good movie. It's a solid film, just a really good horror film, just a good action vampire werewolf film. It's got a good cast in there. Hugh Jackman does a great job. I love the ending where Dracula becomes like this huge bat creature, and then Van Helsing becomes a werewolf, and they fight each other. It's cool as hell. You have this booklet here. It seems like pull this out real quick. See what this is. It says Earthsea. It's like an advertisement for something, so I don't know what that is. There's the back of it. Looks like a promotion for stuff. Damn, it's a promotion for stuff. Interesting. Like some promotion for Van Helsing movie poster. And yeah, Van Helsing is something they wanted to have be successful. They did a lot of stuff for it, like a video game and an animated film. But yeah, Van Helsing. I love this film. I think it's a great movie. It's a great film with Hugh Jackman. It's a shame this movie didn't do that well. I wish this would have became a series, kind of like Blade, where you would have had a bunch of films with Hugh Jackman. I really wish this would have became a series. It sucks that this was just a one and done, because this was a really good film, and I grew up on it and have a lot of nostalgia for it. So yeah, Van Helsing, great movie. I need to upgrade this and get the 4K version. I should also look into the animated film as well as the video game. So I remember the video game being pretty good. But yeah, Van Helsing, great film, great horror film, great action film with Hugh Jackman, fighting vampires. There's werewolves in it. You have Frankenstein monster in here. You got Dracula and stuff. Just a solid film. Love this one. Grew up on it. Have a lot of love for this one, nostalgia for it. Just great film. Love Van Helsing. Good movie. Need to upgrade this one for sure because I want to revisit it, but I couldn't because this copy skips some scenes. And this is like the full screen edition. Full screen's so outdated these days, but it's what we had back in the day. But this is like the full screen edition. I definitely need to get the widescreen one. But yeah, this is another one. Up next is John Travolta and Uma Thurman's "Be Cool." I haven't seen this in a long time, but I remember liking this. I remember really liking "Be Cool." I thought it was a pretty good comedy film with a good cast. Remember this being a pretty good film. I seen bits and pieces of the original film that's connected to this called Get Shorty, but I never seen it. I want to see it one day, but yeah, I remember liking this film, Be Cool. This is also an interesting film because Vince Vaughn was in this movie playing a pimp. He was acting like a black guy. pretty much in the role. He was like a wigger, pretty much, a white guy acting like a black guy. Is pretty much what Vince Vaughn was doing. But it was an interesting role for Vince Vaughn because he was playing like this pimp character. And it was very different for him. And you also had The Rock in here playing a gay dude. So, but yeah, I remember liking Be Cool. I remember it being a pretty good comedy film with a good cast. So, yeah, I remember liking this one. I remember it being pretty good. So, that's another one. Up next is Rob Schneider as Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, the first one. Remember liking I loved this movie growing up. I only have the case, though. Sadly, I don't have the disc, unfortunately, which is a real shame. So that's something else I lost, but I'll show the pamphlet or the paper that was inside of it. So yeah, making sure I'm showing everything. So yeah, I like Deuce Bigelow. This is a pretty good comedy film of Rob Schneider. I like this one. It's a good one. The sequel wasn't as good, but it was all right. But yeah, I like Deuce Bigelow. This is a pretty good movie, good comedy film. I ain't seen it in a while, but I remember really liking this one. Good cast. Eddie Griffin's in it. Really good comedy film of Rob Schneider. Probably his best movie for sure. Rob Schneider's an actor that gets a lot of hate. He's a mixed bag for me. I don't hate him as much as other people do. I think he's all right. He's got some decent films. He's got some bad movies. We got some decent movies. I also like his movie Big Stan. That was a pretty good movie. But yeah, Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, pretty good movie. Remember it being a pretty good comedy and really enjoying this. This is another movie with a lot of nostalgia and growing up on it in the childhood. Good comedy film right here for sure. Really like Deuce Bigelow. Solid film with Rob Schneider. Good comedy film right here. And then last we have The Rock, Walking Tall. I love this film. I love Walking Tall. This is a classic film right here. I love Walking Tall with The Rock. This is a classic movie right here. I love this movie, Walking Tall. It's a great film. It's a great action film. Very fast-paced, very simple film where The Rock comes home from the military. He wants to work at the steel mill, and it's shut down. And comes to find out this casino is running the town. The police are in on it, and they're factoring drugs with the casino, and there's just a lot of bad stuff going on. It's just a great film. I love Walking Tall. It's a great action movie with The Rock. Back when The Rock made better movies, definitely one of the better, I think it's a wrestling produced WWE movie. I don't know. One of the better wrestler actors for sure. But yeah, I love Walking Tall. This is a great film, a great action movie, one of my favorites. I watched it all the time. My only criticisms for the film is it does feel way too quick. Like at one moment he's in court and he says he's running for sheriff, and then the next minute he's already sheriff, and it feels like they could have done more with this movie and put more in here. Maybe they could have made it rated R. That's something that I will agree with. I think I watched Rem for Life's review of this, and he feels like they should have made it R rated. I would agree with that. I don't mind the PG-13 rating, but Walking Tall, I think it definitely should have been rated R because this movie's based on a real guy, and apparently the real guy, something happened to his wife, and that's not included in this film. But yeah, I love Walking Tall, one of my favorite movies of all time. Great movie, love it. Great fight scenes. Just a fun film. I love the scenes where he goes into the casino and fucks them up with a 2x4, beating their ass. I love the scene where he finds that the one of the people he's playing one of the gambling, he's doing the casino, playing one of the games. One of the guys has he's doing some fraudulent stuff, and The Rock notices it, and he tries to point it out, but they claim they're not doing anything wrong, and then he gets into a fight, and his other friends get into a fight. You got Neil McDonough in here as the villain. He's pretty good as a villain. I don't mind him. I'll be curious on how he'll do as William Birkin in the Resident Evil movie. But yeah, Walking Tall, great film. Love this. I need to upgrade it. I need to upgrade this and get the Blu-ray. But yeah, I love Walking Tall, one of my favorite movies of all time. Just a really fun action film. A lot of great scenes. I like The Rock in this movie, just very entertaining. And I always love coming back to this and rewatching it. I need to get the Blu-ray of it for sure. So yeah, that's it for the DVD collection. I might re-show some movies where I feel like I didn't show the manual. So let me see if there's any. Yeah, Hide and Seek has one, but it's just like an advertisement for Blockbuster, so that's all that was. Does Black Knight have one? Nope. Let me just make sure of this. Men in Black had one as the disc fucking falls out. So let me show this manual real quick. So yeah, there's a manual for Men in Black. Just want to make sure I show everything, that's all. Got some pages here. So yeah, like I said, I just want to make sure I show everything, that's all. Already showed Van Helsing one. I'm just gonna see what else if I missed any. That doesn't have one. That one doesn't have one. Harry Potter doesn't have one. There's quite a few to go through here. That one doesn't have one. Thinner doesn't have one. Batman Under the Red Hood, that doesn't have one. Let's see. I think I checked these, but let me make sure. Hold on. Let me make sure on these. Yeah, I don't even. Nah, never mind. I don't think the raw this set had any manuals, so we'll probably just skip through that. Let's see. Did this have one? Nope. Did this have one? Yeah, it did. Let's pull it out. Trigun. This had one, so we'll show it. Wonder what this says. Oh, just a product placement. So yeah, there's the episodes listed. Figured I'd show that too. Yeah, I'm trying to improve my collection videos. That's why I was trying to rush through them because I don't want to, so I have a hard time trying not to repeat myself. It's a very bad habit of mine. I will admit that, and I try not to do it too much in a lot of my videos. And I was trying to show everything and all of the things in the collection because my video game collections, I just showed the front. I didn't show the back. I didn't show the spine. I didn't show the inside. And I feel like that was a bad call and that was a flaw. So let me see if this has one. Nope. Well, yeah, actually, this does have one, but it's actually very different. So, yeah, we have this, and then it folds out like that. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah, I figured I'd show that. Basically list all the movie scenes and shit. Scarfield have one. Nope. Hustle and Flow, does this have one? Nope. So, yeah, that was it for the DVD collection. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell. Just wanted to show my DVD collection for a video since I showed my Blu-ray stuff. I'm gonna try. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna try to remember some of the movies that I have, but I couldn't find them. One movie I have that I couldn't find, Beavis and Butthead Do America. Couldn't find that one. I remember liking that film. That was a pretty crazy, raunchy, R-rated, good animated comedy of Beavis and Butthead. I remember liking that one. I think I had All Dogs Go to Heaven 1 and 2 or one of them. I remember liking those films as a kid, but I haven't seen them in years. Don't think I'm forgetting anything else. But yeah, that's it for the DVD collection. Peace.